you carry me? 'Cause I don't know how we got so far, you and me. Almost like there's no sense between us, us. So I need to know, 'cause you carry me back into your heart again. 'Cause you carry me right into your distant hands. 'Cause you carry me right back where we started from. 'Cause you carry me on and on and on, 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 on and on and on, on, on and on and on, on and on. 'Cause you carry me back to where we started from. Remember when we would dance all night, parking lots and velvet skies. I was there for you, and you were there for me. Every time we would start a fight, we make up till the morning light. I was there for you, and you were there for me. So I don't know how we got so far, you and me. Almost like there's no sense between.
How on earth are the Browns 9-1 overall?
Rudy Toots with 10 to 11 care, brother. With 10 to 11 care, man. TLC. With a lot of TLC, man. That's a problem. That's a problem. And nobody spends time with them to truly unlock the true potential, man. And I do that. I do that. And they respect me for it. And they play accordingly. So, yeah, that's all it is, man. Just spending a little time with the guys. Getting to know them. You know, that's all. Yeah, nobody took time with them, man. What you been up to, Rudy Toots? What's been up, man? You been playing Madden at all?
Playing some weekend league RN.
Yeah, I played last night, man. I went 5-2. Um, went 5-2. I'm gonna try to finish it up today. At least get to 12 wins. At least 12. How many wins you been averaging,
Right
bro?
now.
2 and 3. Okay, okay. So, Rudy Toots, what's the biggest difference you recognize between 17 and 18? What's the biggest changes?
Last week I got 1-2, but I only have an 8-8 overall team.
Yeah, man, but hell, you don't need a high power team.
Juke moves are up.
Well, man, they've toned Jukes way down. Yeah, they've toned
Yeah,
them
they
way
have.
down
Still
now.
a lot though.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. This dude need to come on, man. We supposed to play at 10 o'clock. It's 10:06. Yeah, 10:06. Sit down. Sit down. Sit. Move. All right, here he comes. He's about to log on now. Dude, sit down. Sit. Sit down. Sit your butt down. Move. Sit down. Sit your butt down.
Here we go with the dang music again, lol.
Man, dude, man, I gotta listen to something. I gotta listen to something, bro. I have to. I can't play. I can't play in silence. You know how it is, man. I gotta talk, man. I gotta talk. I gotta something. I can't play in complete silence, man. That crowd drive me crazy. Hang on, let me accept this invite. Why'd I do that? Yeah, man. I cannot play in complete silence, dude. And so if I play regular music or if I play music that is copywritten, then then I that mute your audio. So it's got to be music. It's got to be music that's not copyrighted. Where's my orange uniform?
Yeah, I know, just messing with you.
Yeah. Well, quit messing with me then, and enjoy the music. Enjoy the music, sucker MC. Dude, sit down. Sit your butt down.
Laughing.
Sit down and enjoy the music. Oh my gosh. He left the session. What? Come on, man. And what am I missing? Dude, man, how long does it take to do a live update, man? A content update. It don't take long. Dude, man. What's this dude doing, man? Some bullcrap, man. Man, I'm about to jump off of this thing, man.
Hello.
What up, Modern Warfare? How you doing? Waiting for this guy to join this game, man. We've been freaking sitting there forever.
Is the guy online?
Let me see. Hell, he was online just a second ago. Yeah, he's on. There he's right there. He's on. Jeez.
He is in the game now.
Yeah, I see now.
Is that franchise full?
Modern Warfare, I think so.
Oh, okay then.
Please don't be raining. Left. Right. Okay, cool. Sit down, dude. Sit down. I was gonna say. This dude trying to do.
Yo, what's up? Great stream. I dropped a like. Come by on my channel, sub if you like, and I just sub to you, bro.
For sure, I got you. For sure, man. For sure, for sure. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Sadistic. Appreciate it. Is your YouTube channel the same as your name right there? Yeah, I definitely come through and check you out, man.
Yup.
I got you. I got you. I got you, man.
Nice stream, by the way, homie.
I appreciate it, man. You know, man. I usually just stream on I usually stream on Twitch, man, because I play Ultimate Team a lot. I play Ultimate Team, and so whenever I play my franchise games, I switch over to YouTube to play my franchise game. So I'm still learning the stream game, bro. I'm still learning. Um, yeah, I'm still learning this stuff. But I appreciate the compliment, though, bro. I appreciate you. Who is that? Is that freaking? That's my problem right there.
Oh, okay, I see. Keep it up.
Appreciate you, fam. Way to go get that. Way to go get that. Good job, man. Way to go up and get that, man. I like that. I like it. Way to go make a play.
Finally started.
Yeah. Finally is right. Finally is right. Man, why are we so tired? Jeez. Do we need a timeout, guys? So man, who you guys got today, man? Who you guys got? We got some big games today. Some Super Bowl determining games today. Who y'all got? Son of a freaking biscuit. That's a touchdown, man. Fudge muffin. Gosh darn it, man. Get out there. What are you doing? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Dumb, 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 dumb. The hole was right there. Dumb, dumb me. I blew it. I blew it. Come on, Croy. Get up in there, baby. Get on up in there. He ran engaged 8 like it was. Oh, that's one way to stop it. That is definitely one way to stop it.
Get the touchdown.
That's the plan, bro. It's all good though. The one thing that I couldn't afford to do was turn the ball over. So I'm perfectly fine with taking 3 right here. Well, attempting to take 3. It's not in the bag, but I'm okay with trying to get 3. See, I missed it. Oh wow. Whew. I'm pretty sure he'll come out I form. No, sir. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work neither. That's not gonna work either. No, sir. That's not gonna work, bro. Man, we're looking for 3 more points right here. At least 3. We're looking for at least 3 more points right here. We're looking for at least 3 more points right here. We're looking for at least 3 more points. Oh gosh. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So now, again, I can't afford a turnover right here. I can't afford a turnover. So I'm gonna play super conservative, man. Because he's giving me 3 points. I'm gonna take the 3 points he's giving me. So man, we're gonna go super conservative, man, just to try to not turn the ball over, which I'm prone to do in situations like this by making bad reads. So we're gonna just go super conservative, man. Halfback draw. And then that bull crap happens. Oh, he running back-to-back plays and everything. Okay. And then that crap happens. So we're gonna attempt 3. Okay. All right. Cool. Whew. I should have kicked it. Should have squibbed it. How horrible is it that I know this song? Oh yeah, you can have that, baby. I tried to hurt him. Yeah, you can have that. That will not end you. Will not score you a touchdown. Way to run that, baby. Way to run that, Crowell. Right in the face of the blitz and throw a dot right in his face. Throw a dot right in the blitz face. Oh gosh. Who's hurt now? No, sir. That ain't gonna work. Broken ribs. See you, Sullivan. What you doing? Make him fumble, son of a biscuit. What the heck are you doing? Oh my gosh. Good defense. That was my fault. That was a bad play call. That was a bad play call in that situation. So he trips. Okay. Pick that off, man. What are you doing? That's a pick six. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, don't block. That's fine. Don't block. Good job. Good job. Don't block. Yeah, it's clearly getting your day to block nobody. Perfectly fine, brother. Clearly isn't your day to block. Way to get down there, baby. Way to get down there. Down 13-0. Start of the fourth quarter. You want to run a toss play, a pitch. You got that, bro. You got that. Uh, my fault. My fault. My fault.
What's up, Jay?
The Ken. Yep, I knew it. Without even looking, I knew it was Ken. What up? What up, Ken? All right, guys, we're finna shut this down right now.
How you know it was me, lol.
Because the what's up, Jay? Toss play? No, sir. No, sir. No bueno. I knew he was going. I just couldn't get there.
Oh, okay, emoji skull.
No, sir. You can have that all day long, bro. You got that. Pretty balanced game. Let me see. I see. He okay. I see. Okay. I see. Trying to get that catch up, big guy. Good morning, sir. No, 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 you didn't, man. I just finished playing a this franchise game in this other league I play in. Yeah, so it was actually it was literally perfect timing. Yeah, well, I streamed it on Facebook. I'm sorry, on YouTube. Usually, man, my my mud stuff I do on Twitch, and then my franchise stuff I do it on YouTube. So yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, what's going on with you, man? Yeah, I very little sleep, man. Very little, bro. Yeah, very little, man. Uh, you know, man, it's just a lot. It's just a lot, on my mind. Yeah, a lot going on, man. So yeah, yeah, a lot going on, man. So just trying to. Yeah, man. We're no, 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 man. I'm perfectly fine with that. Yeah, it's gonna take me, just a few minutes to, to get ready and stuff. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, man. I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and just start moving around, man, and I'll give you a shot back here in a little bit, and we'll figure out what did you where you want to meet up at? Okay. 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 Well, I'm like I said, I'm gonna start getting ready here now. I'll give you a shot back here in just a few minutes. All right, sir. Bye bye. Mm, 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 mm. Let's see.
What's good, fellas? My name's Andy, and I've got an interesting video for you today. You know, for those who've watched Shaq on Inside the NBA and Open Court over the years, you've heard that he never really says anything positive about Steve Nash. Every time Nash's name gets brought up, Shaq gets super defensive and says how he robbed him of two of his MVPs or something, which, I mean, I don't think that's the case. There were other times where Shaq would basically call him a system player and only benefited from playing in the Suns system, and he'd always take shots at him pretty much. It seems kinda weird considering that they used to be teammates in Phoenix, and back then, Shaq never said anything about Nash not deserving those MVPs or anything. But believe it or not, this is not the real reason why Shaq has beef with Nash. There was something that happened back in 2008 and 2009 which was way more complicated. I don't know how many people remember this, but back in 2009, Shaq started a new television show called Shaq Versus, which aired on ABC. In this show, Shaq basically goes around and challenges other top athletes at their own sport and tries to beat them, with a handicap. For example, he challenged Michael Phelps to a race, but he only had to swim half the distance that Phelps was swimming. Shaq Versus would air for 2 seasons, but that was it. It ended in 2010. Now, here's the controversial part. Apparently, Steve Nash was an executive producer for the show, but why? Why was he an executive producer? Well, according to Nash, when Shaq first got traded to Phoenix in 2008, they talked for a long time. During this conversation, Nash mentioned that he wanted to pursue a new reality TV series where he would travel around the world and challenge professional athletes at their own sports. Does that sound familiar? Yeah, that sounds exactly like Shaq Versus, the show that starred Shaq, not Nash. According to a Suns representative who overheard a conversation between them, this is what happened. In the beginning of the 2008 to 2009 season, Shaq walked into the team bus and told everyone that he would be starring in a new reality TV show where he would take on professional athletes at their own sport. Then Nash responded by saying, "You mean the idea you stole from me?" Yeah, you guys see what happened here, right? It's pretty obvious that Nash believed that Shaq stole his idea and ran with it. Afterwards, Nash went to a lawyer to talk about what happened, which is why he was given the role of executive producer for Shaq Versus.
Mm.
In a public interview, Nash was pretty cordial about it. He said, quote, "We collaborated on parts of the show. I support him 100%. I thought the first episode was a fantastic episode, and I can't wait for the next one." However, according to another source, they said that Nash was pissed off and he could not believe Shaq's lack of integrity. This incident came up in the news, and Shaq responded with a great PR response. He has made great contributions as an executive producer on Shaq Versus, and we are all excited about the show. In addition to this whole thing between Nash and Shaq, Todd Gallagher, who is the author of the book Andy Roddick Beat Me with a Frying Pan, also claimed that Shaq stole parts of his idea as well. Gallagher said Shaq approached him a while ago to turn his book into a TV show, but instead, Shaq just took his idea and created Shaq Versus. And he did not give him any credit either. Yeah, this whole thing was a huge mess. But as I mentioned earlier, the show did not last long anyway, and it got canceled 1 year later. And yeah, that pretty much sums up the story. Keep in mind, this conversation between him and Nash happened around the beginning of the 2008 to 9 season. And coincidentally enough, that season was a disaster. Well, I guess that's kind of an exaggeration. The Suns finished with a 46-36 record, which wasn't bad at all, but they missed the playoffs for the first time in 5 seasons. And then over the summer, Shaq got traded to the Cavs. The team also had a couple of coaching changes, and overall, the chemistry was just not there. It is definitely possible that this incident between Nash and Shaq was a major reason for the tension surrounding the team, but both of them tried to brush it to the side. Over the years, Shaq's resentment towards Nash is still very clear. I guess he was mad that the report released back then hurt his image a little bit. It's kind of funny though how Shaq has had beef with almost every star player he's ever played with. But time heals everything, and hopefully their relationship will get better in the future. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope y'all enjoyed that video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Did you know you can start a $10,000 Gerber Life Grow-Up Plan for your child that will double during age 18 for just pennies a day?
What's more important than your kid? Protect the ones you love. Visit mygrowupplan.com.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to NBA Got Game TV. Thanks for tuning in. Every generation has its superstars, but of course, there's some stars that shine brighter than the others. Players like Michael Jordan or Magic Johnson always will be known to the true NBA fans, no matter how much time will pass. But there are some players that have the special potential to become these superstars, but for some reason, it never happened. So in this video, we will feature 4 players that have the potential to be legends. But before we start, if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. Also underneath the video, you will see a link to a Facebook page. Likes are really appreciated, and you can find us on Instagram. And I would say, without any more blah blah, let's go. We are going to start off our list with Grant Hill. Grant Hill hasn't retired too long ago, but in his last 10 career years, he was a different player than in his younger mid-90s. At some point, Grant Hill was even the face of the NBA and considered to be, yes, the chosen one. He had it all, a great all-arounder, great skills, and a great personality. But because of so many injuries, it was impossible to become that special player.
With the 3rd pick in the 1994 NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons select Grant Hill from Duke University.
Grant Hill being hugged by his mother seasons, and Doug Collins, as he goes up to talk with Commissioner Stern, your son Chris played.
Now we profile the emerging superstar of the Detroit Pistons and member of the latest edition of the Dream Team.
It was always a dream of mine to play in the Olympics, and now to get this opportunity and to be considered, one of the top players, and to be on this Dream Team 3, it's a great feeling.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is what is known as a franchise player.
Grant Hill's road to the Dream Team began in his rookie season last year, as Detroit made him the 3rd pick in the NBA draft.
He's been cast in a real tough situation here. We're rebuilding this franchise in Detroit, and Grant knows his greatness will be decided by how good this franchise gets.
I want to play for an organization that's won before. In Detroit, the Pistons have won, and they won back-to-back as well. So to me, it was kind of like Duke. It was a perfect fit.
Look at him. He is right now taking over this ballgame. Grant has lived up to his star billing. He was selected Schick Co-Rookie of the Year in 1995. And now in his 2nd year, he has the Pistons heading towards the playoffs, while drawing comparisons to some of the game's greatest players.
And it's moves like that that evoke comparisons with Michael Jordan.
Oh my gosh, Michael Jordan, are you kidding me? Grant Hill?
One of those versatile players, as I said, who could play 2 and 3 positions and could more or less take over a ball game.
There's Dr. J for you there. Turn about fair play.
Hill is a special talent. He's gotten off to a fast start in his NBA career. And, the challenge will be for him to sustain what he's shown. And, there's no going back from where he's at because he's shown such brilliance.
Speaking of spectacular, oh, baby! So far, Grant's accomplished a lot, but being named to the Dream Team is a special honor.
Oh, this is by far the highlight of my career, to be selected to this team and to represent the country. I mean, I can't think of anything really in my life that I've done that excites me like this. And every time I think to myself that I'll be on the Olympic team, I feel like a little kid.
That man is a dream teamer, an Olympian, an all-star. And other members of this dream team have recognized Grant Hill's versatility.
Now, everybody knows he can score, but defensively, he'll get down and play a point guard, 2 guard, 3-man, 4-man. I mean, he's just so agile.
Now, when you got it going on like that, you can play on both ends of the court.
Big defensive play taking place.
Grant is ready to take his quiet leadership, but not so quiet game to Atlanta and help this team capture the ultimate prize, the Olympic gold medal.
To be the best in anything, especially the Olympics, which you're competing with everyone in the world, and to be, the gold medal symbolizes you're the best in the world, and to win that is just I don't know, I can't describe, I don't know what it's like because I've never done it before, but I know it'll be great, and something that, I look forward to.
Hill's appearance in last season's All-Star game is the subject of our NBA stories. Though just a rookie, Hill surprisingly was the league's top vote-getter.
I felt a little embarrassed, a little uncomfortable. It just didn't seem right to be a rookie and to be the leading vote-getter in the whole All-Star balloting. It felt good, but it just felt kind of weird.
Next on our list we'll have Michael Ray Richardson. He was Magic Johnson before there was an NBA Magic Johnson. One of the most talented point guards to ever play in the NBA, and feared by almost everybody among the league, even by Magic Johnson. But he destroyed his career with drugs. In the mid-'80s, he got banned for life by the NBA and never could show what he was truly capable of.
6'5", hands as quick as lightning. Michael Ray Richardson, Sugar Ray to his fans, hailed as the leader of a new generation of NBA stars.
Michael Ray was a guy who played just like I played. Every time I saw him, he went right at me.
Until his success changed everything.
Friends that I had in New York said, Mike, your boy Sugar's doing some bad things, man. A lot of bad things are happening to him.
I go home, the next day I come to practice, where's Sugar?
The Nets really not know of his whereabouts right now, and, we hope everything's all right for Michael Ray Richardson.
I got this call from my friend up in Harlem, and he said his car is parked outside the crack house, and it's got a license plate, Sugar on it.
Non-stop partying, missed practices, lame excuses.
The whole Michael Ray Richardson thing was a mistake.
The crash of a legend in the making was obvious to everyone but him.
Michael Ray Richardson is permanently disqualified from playing basketball in the National Basketball Association.
From the guy before Magic Johnson to the guy after Magic Johnson, Penny Anthony Hardaway was a sensation. In the early 90s, Penny and Shaq were a dynasty in the making, but also he suffered way too many injuries in his younger career.
Nickname. He's always been known as Penny. All right, Anthony, let's clear this up right away. I have read so many places about your nickname Penny. All right. Tell me about it. Where did it originate?
Well, my grandmother gave me the nickname when I was young. She called me Pretty, as a pretty baby. My friends, they took it as Penny. They didn't know that she was saying pretty, and it just kept going.
Anthony likes the name, but something gives me the feeling that Charles Barkley doesn't.
Penny? Better than Anthony. Stupid.
That's dumb. Charles Barkley once told me that he would tell little kids if they ever want to be rich and famous, to never pass, always shoot. Which is just the opposite of what you do.
That's right. I guess I've just been unselfish like this for a long time. It's like if I see someone open for a second, I'm trying to give them the ball.
And it goes a little something like... But his passing ability is just part of his tremendous all-around talent.
First of all, he's an exceptional athlete. Number two, he's really an exceptional basketball player. He has a great awareness of what's going on the floor at all times, and he's an instinctive player.
Those are some of the qualities that prompted the Magic to trade for Hardaway on draft day. And so far, he's lived up to all their expectations. It's like magic, passing the ball. You can dish it. I love to be on the wing, because I know it's coming my way. If I'm there, you give it up. Good job, good heads-up play.
It's just a good habit to have, on the team, because everybody can score. Everybody's not going to pass the ball, so I'm glad I have that.
Well, also, it's about winning, too, I would think.
definitely. And also make your teammates better, because when your man's getting the ball, he's happy, and you're happy by giving him a good feed. And it just keeps the whole team happy, being unselfish, and you win more games that way.
And the Magic figure to be winning games for a long time with this combination. Anthony setting up Shaquille O'Neal.
I get thrilled out of making somebody else look good.
Last but not least on our list, Larry Johnson, Grandmama. It's hard to believe because it's so long ago, but young Larry Johnson was the potentially best power forward in the NBA. In his rookie season, he already averaged 20 and 11 and was the leader of the Charlotte Hornets right away. Players like Barkley and Karl Malone had a hard time while playing against LJ. But already in his third season, he was suffering many injuries and couldn't perform on the same level. He even had to retire at the young age of 31.
In 1989, Charlotte first saw their new team. But by 93, they were seeing something else.
You also started to see this new generation of player start to come out.
Larry Johnson, man, he should be a small forward, but his muscles made him a power forward.
I think the 90s was that transition from you're a post, you're a shooting guard, you're a two guard, you're a three. Now you don't know. What are you? The guy could do anything and everything.
He was one of the best athletes that we've ever seen. Just a stud, man.
The muscles, Barkley. No pain, no gain. Malone. Gotta work on his guns right here. The antics after a dunk.
Larry was fly, man. I think he had the go-to.
Yeah. First go-to for the NBA. The go-to, the part in the middle of his head.
He always had the crispy cut, very low, Caesar light, maybe about a 2 on the clipper.
I mean, he was definitely a character, but a great character.
LJ was on a roll when he was cast in the most unlikely of roles. Grandmama.
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 Grandmama 6'5", 250, man. Big grandma.
That's a big
There's not
one.
too many guys feel comfortable putting on a dress in that wig in the first place.
When he became Grandmama, then he was bigger than basketball.
There's a new granny in town. Grandmama.
And then put Charlotte on the map.
To Johnson. At the buzzer.
Hey, and thanks for watching this video. We really hope
Oh,
you
that was
enjoyed our
whack.
content, and if you liked
That was whack.
Just how easy is it to attach receipts to business transactions? With QuickBooks Self-Employed, it's that easy. Install the app now.
So with so many players coming into the NBA each and every single year, it should come as absolutely no surprise to any of you that some are actually related that you may have never even known about. So whether you're 30 plus years old, but before I get into all the details surrounding these, I real quick want to mention if you drop a like and subscribe to our channel within the next 10 seconds, you will make the NBA in next year's draft. It doesn't matter what age you are, it doesn't matter where you're from, you will make the NBA. Just drop a like and subscribe to find out. And I also wanted to mention we pin an Amazon gift card, free money in the comment section of each and every single video, each and every single day. All you gotta do is subscribe to our channel, drop a like on the video, and turn your post notifications on by hitting the bell to win that. But like I was saying, getting right back on track with the topic at hand, with so many players coming into the NBA each and every single year, whether it's through the NBA draft, getting signed from the G League, so on and so forth, at the end of the day, there's a lot of details that you may not actually know about some of these newer players, and a lot on this list may shock you. Marc Gasol and Pau Gasol. Now this is one of the more obvious ones on this list due to the fact that they have the exact same last name, but these are brothers in the NBA. Obviously, Marc Gasol is on the Memphis Grizzlies, and they've had their share of troubles throughout this entire NBA season. And then you got Pau Gasol himself actually succeeding with the San Antonio Spurs, still being one of the elite teams in the Western Conference. Now, they've definitely both had significant NBA careers, Pau Gasol actually winning an NBA championship with the Los Angeles Lakers. Marc Gasol actually has had some success in the past with the Grizzlies.
Crap.
Injuries happen all the time in the game of basketball, and that's just something players have to deal with. But nothing's worse than seeing the same player with such high potential go down with an injury.
the Grizzlies making deep playoff runs, but at the end of the day, they've never really lived up to that potential and never made it too far to actually compete for an NBA championship. But this year, they've been completely falling apart, and Marc Gasol himself is actually surrounded by a lot of trade rumors in which he could actually end up playing for the Cleveland Cavaliers sooner than later in a Tristan Thompson swap. Brook Lopez and Robin Lopez. Now, this is probably an even more obvious one on this list due to the fact that they obviously have the exact same last name, they look identical to each other other than their hairstyles, but just for the fact that if you've been paying attention to the NBA for the last 10 years or so, you would know that they both got drafted in the exact same NBA draft, a couple picks away from each other back in 2008. Brook Lopez was drafted by the New Jersey Nets 10th overall, and Robin Lopez was actually drafted 15th overall to the Phoenix Suns. Now, Brook Lopez has been a part of the Nets throughout his entire career up until this season, in which he was traded to the Lakers. He was actually pretty decent playing for the Nets, averaging 18 and 7, but now his numbers have significantly dropped to 12 and 4. I mean, you could argue that Brook Lopez still has significant potential, and you could also argue the fact that he's playing with a lot of young talent on LA's roster, but at the end of the day, he's looking pretty washed up at this point in time. Now, his brother Robin Lopez has had somewhat of a different career, definitely hasn't produced as much as Brook Lopez himself, and he's also bounced around quite a bit of teams throughout the NBA, including the Phoenix Suns, New Orleans Hornets, New York Knicks, Portland Trailblazers, and he's now a member of the Chicago Bulls, in which he's been for a couple of years now. For Robin Lopez's career, he's averaging 9 points per game and 5 rebounds, which is obviously significantly less than his brother, but this season specifically he's actually doing better, averaging almost 13 points a game and 5 rebounds. So maybe the tides have switched in this situation. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, obviously there's way more eyes on Brook Lopez because he is playing alongside Lonzo Ball, the most hyped up athlete ever. But at the end of the day, only time will tell. Steph Curry and Seth Curry. Now, this combination of the two right here, these brothers, are probably the best duo in NBA history, arguably, because of the fact that we know both their resumes pretty well. Steph Curry has obviously put his implant on history with the fact of winning 2 NBA championships, winning 2 MVPs, being the greatest shooter of all time, constantly breaking records and constantly surpassing expectation. We already know how it goes. Each and every single year, he's arguably an MVP candidate, and this isn't just the beginning for Steph. He's been on deep playoff runs throughout his entire NBA career. So honestly, with the dynasty in play in Golden State right now, I could say that he's just getting started. Seth Curry himself obviously has to live in that shadow of his brother. Their dad as well was in the NBA in Del Curry, you know, obviously in the past. But at the end of the day, Seth is trying to make his own name with the Dallas Mavericks. I mean, he obviously has the number 30, just like Steph and Del themselves, but he's still trying to put his own little situation out there. Seth himself hasn't had the luxury of playing for a great team. I mean, he's playing with the Dallas Mavericks, and they're kind of on the tail ends of a lot of their careers. Dirk Nowitzki on the brink of retirement, but he still managed to average 13 points per game and 3 rebounds this year's season. Obviously, it doesn't compete to Steph's 27 and 5, but at the end of the day, maybe at some point they'll team up alongside each other, or maybe Steph will actually, you know, spread some of that knowledge, help him out, develop, and maybe he'll actually excel at some point in time and become an all-star. Klay Thompson and Michael Thompson. Now, this brother duo is something that you probably haven't heard much about. Obviously, we know who Klay Thompson is. He's a member of the Golden State Warriors, and if Steph Curry wasn't on that team, you could argue that Klay Thompson is actually the best three-point shooter in the league, with him actually following right behind Steph Curry each and every single year, being second place in three-pointers made, and actually winning a three-point contest against him. Klay Thompson has established himself as somewhat of a household name, and he's one of the best two-way players in the NBA offense and defense. His brother, on the other hand, doesn't have much of a reputation in the NBA. Coincidence or not, he actually played for the Cleveland Cavaliers a couple of years back, but as of right now, he's a member of the Santa Cruz Warriors, which is basically the G League team of the Golden State Warriors. So hopefully at some point in time, he could actually get his chance to shine on the NBA's team. But at this point in time, he's definitely not good enough. So Klay Thompson definitely has to spread some of that knowledge, being one of the best two-way players in the NBA. He's definitely got a lot to offer. But one strange coincidence back in 2014 is that Seth Curry, Steph's brother, and Michael Thompson, Klay's brother, actually teamed up alongside each other playing for the Santa Cruz Warriors down in that D-League. So that's kind of crazy that they both have brothers that play for the exact same team, and they were actually labeled as the Santa Cruz Warriors Splash Brothers, which is kind of funny. But at the end of the day, maybe at some point in time they'll team up on Golden State, but only time will tell in that situation as well. Danny Green and Gerald Green. Now, with the exact same last name, these two are not brothers like a lot on this list. This is actually a duo of cousins in the NBA. Both their play styles are pretty much opposite of each other, if you could say that. Gerald Green is more of an athletic finisher, and it's actually revamped his career with the Houston Rockets. He's been getting a lot of attention, a lot of spotlight lately. Because of James Harden's injury being out, he's really taken this opportunity to its fullest potential and trying to help Chris Paul lead them to multiple victories over the course of the couple weeks that James Harden's actually out. And with the Houston Rockets actually being so good this year, you could argue that Gerald Green might get his first NBA championship, which would definitely be a tremendous accomplishment, especially with the fact of the numbers he's putting up. Some games where he's dropping almost 30 points. It's kind of ridiculous that a player is just coming out of nowhere and doing so, but Gerald Green has always had that tremendous potential. He's just never really lived up to it. Danny Green, on the other hand, isn't a finisher like Gerald Green. He's more of a three-point specialist, and that's kind of what his role has been on the San Antonio Spurs as long as he's been there. He's bounced around a lot of teams in the NBA, and so is Gerald Green, but at the end of the day, they both look like they found positions in which they can actually excel and succeed. Obviously, Danny Green's been a member of the San Antonio Spurs for quite some years now, actually won an NBA championship with the San Antonio Spurs against the